Welcome back here on Sheffield Live TV. It is live. Lots of people think it's recorded. No, it's live. You can tell that by all the mistakes we make every week. You can see this if you miss an 11 o'clock repeat. And by the way, part 1 is well worth catching up with. And if not, it's on my YouTube channel later this evening. James Gregg joins us. He'll be rounding up lots of sport in the area, including golf, in a little while. Keith Edwards, former Sheffield United striker, legendary status, record goal scorer, the only man, and Andy Pack, his biographer, is in the corner of the studio, he will correct me, the only Sheffield United player post-war to have scored 30 league goals in a season, done it twice. That is unless Billy Sharp can get 3 in the next 2 games. We're not ruling that out. Jose Semedo, yeah, it's brilliant that you could rejoin us as well. They're captive, really, I suppose. They're captive.
Yeah, they are, yeah. Yeah, both,
we've not let them
both
out.
thin, good-looking lads, dressed smart, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm under a bit of pressure here. I think he's a tad thinner than me, better looking, and he's playing today. You should get me on with an older player every time. Dude, I can't believe you put these two together. But
the combination.
Combination.
The combination's
I'm happy to be here.
You're normally on with John Pearson, aren't you? We struggle to get both of you in the same
Anything's
shot.
an improvement on that.
Yeah. Tell us, just before we get back to football, tell us about the Lees Hall Golf Club captaincy, right?
Yeah, well, that's a great honour for me. You have to start off as vice captain, and Darryl Hartley asked me to do that whilst he was captain. And of course, now I'm captain. It's absolutely wonderful. I know our president, Tim Pickford's been on the show.
He has.
I'm absolutely loving it. I'm not doing so well golf-wise because I've had a hip replacement and it hasn't gone so well. But I've still got an awful lot of responsibility. We're sort of front of the house in many respects, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. We have to make speeches on a Sunday to tell everybody the results and what's happening in the future, and any events we get on. We've got all sorts of things happening. We have a beer festival. That's been extremely popular. All in all,
There he is, yeah, he's always for that.
But the golf course itself has improved immensely, and we've been very fortunate. We've had a change of greenkeeper, and I think it will be described very shortly as the most improved golf course in and around here for quite a while. And it's immense at the moment. So anybody who's thinking about having a society there, come along, because we've got Andy Rossington as pro. Most people know him. I think you know him, and it's just one golf club that's going places and it's a bit of a struggle. And you know, I personally, I'm going to have a bit of a game on the 15th of September, where I invite a few ex-players of Sheffield United and Sheffield Wednesday, and hopefully cricketers, Ted Emsley, footballer and cricketer, and we'll do a Q&A afterwards. Andy Pack is actually going to be part of that, and I'm hoping the day is going to go really well. It's for a wonderful cause. It's for Bluebell Wood, so we have a good connection with them. We all get together. It all goes out on social media, so we're doing well. We're pushing the golf club, and it's a great place to be.
Are you a golfer, Jose?
No, not really. I follow, I see, but I never played.
No?
I never played, no.
Lots of footballers are.
Yeah, in my team, especially in my team.
Who's the best golfer at Sheffield Wednesday?
Barry Bannon.
Is he a good player?
Yeah, he's a good player.
Scottish, all the Scottish lads love it.
Yeah,
Barry Bannon, Gary Hooper,
He looks a bit like you, actually.
Yeah, he does a bit.
Yeah.
Every week they play, every week.
Really?
Proper big competition between them. Yeah. Crazy for golf.
Really? Is it something that you probably do when you retire, do you reckon, maybe?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No, because I like to see, but I prefer to tennis and golf.
Something a bit more physical, hey?
Probably.
I would advise him just to sit on the beach at Portugal with his mates.
Yeah, with
I think that would be a really good hobby. I'll leave you my name and address afterwards. You can get me in touch. I'll nip over to Portugal and see you out there.
That's not a bad idea.
Don't talk to him about retirement. He's only 32.
No, I was looking ahead for you.
He was looking at me.
Yeah, he's 32. He's 32. What were we going to say there about Ronaldo? Oh yeah, Ronaldo. Can you get him on the show?
Oh, this is difficult. I don't think so. I can't promise, but I will try.
Do it.
Don't get him on. He's got more than 30 goals.
Just so I can say, yeah, I'm in touch with Ronaldo and I'm trying to get him on the show. That's good enough, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That'd be
just
everything is possible. Everything is possible.
Apart from that, 3 games left. The mood in the camp. Are you going to do it? Playoffs. You're fifth at the moment. You've been hanging on to sixth for so long. How important is it? You've dragged Leeds into it, and they're out of the frame
No,
now.
amazing, and because the last months we had a little bit difficult period about the results, not exactly about the performance, because I don't think we've been played that bad. I think we've been played good, but the results sometimes doesn't happen for you. And this month, I think we turn things around in great style. And
When you had your bad spell, everybody else seemed to as well, didn't they? Other clubs around you also seemed to have.
This is the little bit lucky you need when you get the bad spell to the others too, you know. And I think we had a little bit that lucky. In the moment we sleep about the results, the others did too. So maintain us in the sixth position, and now we turn things around. We get 3 or 4 wins in a row, and which is give us a good momentum and the happiness, and everything settled in the club, and people are full motivated and happy and excitement to see the next game and to play, to be on the football pitch.
It's been a different season, hasn't it? I mean, all that flowing football that you had, but yet you're doing slightly better this year, almost grinding out results, just edging results.
Yeah.
Is that because teams have now know how to play against you, or what?
Yeah, and every season things get more difficult. Every single season, you don't have easy time in the football at the moment in time, because everybody looks to improve. Every season, each team wants to get better. And the league is so difficult, so many big teams, in particular those relegated from the Premier League to the Championship, make it even more difficult. The league is already difficult, and the other teams from League One get to the Championship, they are really prepared for that, because they're flying in the League One. That means they are capable to compete in the Championship, because it's so difficult that teams coming first or second get a big gap from the third, so that means they are ready to the division. So, and for us it was difficult to reproduce what we did last season, but I think we did even better. We are better than last year, and the other teams, because the way we play, they know now Sheffield Wednesday is not a surprise anymore. It's an established team in the division and the good side, so they are prepared to play against us. That's why I make it difficult. So we need to improve again, and sometimes we find a little bit difficult, but we did that good.
Just one more question before we go to James. There's a lot of players at the club who were involved in the playoffs last season, when I think you'd probably agree you just didn't turn up on the day at Wembley. It was a poor performance. Is that going to help you this time, because those guys have been there and they won't want that to happen again?
Yeah, because last year was a little bit different, because it was the first time, like for so many years, you try to get there and you get there, and it was a little bit excitement to get there, and sometimes all the things go against you, like is new to go there, the emotions, the difficulty of the games, everything around can be the factor for you not to take the best of your players. But this time of this season, everybody's expecting that, so everything seems to be more comfortable and more normal. No new things anymore. Now is to get them to be the best and to get to the Premier League.
Good answer. Of course, Keith's been involved in playoffs in his time as well at Leeds United. A lot of Leeds followers on Twitter have been remarking on the fact that you're in tonight, and also reminiscing about...
Remarking, not positive or negative.
No.
Sorry,
They've been very polite, surprisingly. And I remember a goal you scored against Oldham at Elland Road in a playoff.
And then we went, I think we went 2-1 down, and Joe Royal and that was celebrating. I went up the other end and nicked another one as they were celebrating. So we actually just nicked them and went through. But unfortunately, we got beat off in the final. That's how it goes, you know. Just going back to what you were saying about the fact that Sheffield Wednesday were there last season, you know, it doesn't always help, because Sheffield United went there. You know, we keep getting beat. You know, it's a memory thing, and we can't even score a goal there. But thankfully, we didn't need the playoffs.
It became a mental block, I suppose.
It did a little bit, but you know, you get there and a little bit stronger, you've got every chance. It's a little bit of a lottery, isn't it? It's who just performs on the day. And
that's the thing that always sort of got me with the Sheffield United thing. You know, everyone was saying, "Oh, we've never won a." I was thinking, yeah, but the team from, you know, in the 90s was so different to the 2003 team and the 2012 team. It's different sets of players completely.
Of course,
but it's the build-up. It's the fact that they're wearing that red and white shirt, isn't it? It's all the people, us Muppets, asking them in the build-up, saying, "Oh, you know, you've lost. You know, you've never won a." And it gets in your head, I suppose, doesn't it?
It becomes a bit of a worry, and I think to the credit this season, you know, obviously we've gone straight up, so credit to them, they've bypassed that, and thankfully we can just sit back and relax and enjoy the rest of the season. What a great job they've done.
Yeah.
I get the feeling some fans almost don't know how to react because they've been almost conditioned to year on year of failure and frustration.
It gets a bit like that. At
Fatalism.
United, they're a bit pessimistic, aren't they? Because they've just not had as much success as they should have done. And when you keep going to the playoffs and semi-final of the Cup, that was the first time we scored against Hull.
Yes.
And Hull, of course, turned Sheffield Wednesday over. It's just, as I said, it's just on the day. Playoffs are hugely exciting. I always feel sorry for the team that finishes second. They're never going to mention, are they? They don't get a trophy or nothing. So,
big occasion, isn't it, at Wembley? I mean, I don't know how you found it last year, but...
No, it's big occasion, and it's a mix of too much emotions. And when you're not used to this magnitude of the game, is so many things. Like you said, it's on the day. On the day, the team turn up, the team win. You know, the team are more settled, more used to the big stage, which we believe Hull City team, it was more used to. It was more normal for them. Even the excitement of their fans, it was normal because they used to, they believed they wasn't in the wrong league. They believe they belong to the other league, not to this one. So it was normal for them.
So normal. They didn't even sell out their tickets, did they? With
really normal.
As if, well, it's just another one of these.
And
these
for
big
us
games.
to get there and to see all our fans buy the tickets, everything, you know, everything can pull you out of the performance. You know, everything can pull you out of the 4 lines of the pitch.
Of course it can,
Which we've been there before, we saw Farda before. But which, if we get there now, is completely different.
Correct,
Okay, we'll come back to Jose and Keith after you've rounded up everything.
Of course, well, I was going to say, actually, Sheffield United celebrations, you might have seen this today, actually, continue off the pitch as well, because the PFA Teams of the Year for each league have been announced today. And in League One's team, the Blades have Simon Moore, Kieran Freeman, Mark Duffy, John Fleck, and, of course, the country's top goal scorer, Billy Sharp, as well. So it's pretty dominant, I'd say, in that team of the year. A little surprised, though, if you're a football fan. Of course, 14 points clear now. Bit different for Sheffield Wednesday. I was going to ask Semi, actually. No Sheffield Wednesday players in the Championship team of the year. Does that bother any of the players? It probably doesn't, does it?
No, not really. Nobody even mentioned that. Because we are such a focus. We are, no, I mean, nobody inside of the team. Because we are just focused to do our job, to get what we were looking for since last year.
I mean, if someone did, it'd be like, oh, nice one, well done. But if you don't, you're not going to go home crying about it.
Who should be in that? I mean, the goalkeeper for starters.
Kieran Westwood has got to be
tremendous.
Sure.
This is one of them. Barry Bannon, you know, is one of the so consistent since last year. This year has been tremendous, I think.
And the centre backs have been
probably, You see, if you look at all around, we have a good team. Good players. Any one of the starting 11 could have been the team of the year easy. Because down to the quality, they deliver every week almost, and
it's no wonder you can't get a game.
he is at the moment. It's 3 in a row you've come on.
Absolutely.
You get 10 minutes, don't you?
10, 20 minutes, which is not bad for who doesn't have none. No,
they
it's not
bad.
No,
they don't want to leave on for 90 because the fans can't keep singing for that long. They can't.
Absolutely, I don't want to get them tired.
Exactly. Both sides in action this weekend. Blades away to MK Dons, of course. 8,000 Blades fans expected down to that soulless bowl. So hopefully breathe a bit of life into Stadium MK. The Owls, of course, battled hard. We've already touched on that to keep in those playoff spots. Derby County are the visitors to Hillsborough on Saturday. A big day for Hallam FC as well in the playoffs, of course, hoping for promotion. Play away from home against Eccleshill United in the first leg of their semi-finals.
Which is this week, Tuesday or Wednesday?
Yes.
It's this midweek,
midweek, that's right.
You and I have been invited on the team.
We have, I know.
Yeah,
I'm debating that, you know.
Sure, It's who's it against?
So they've got Eccleshill on Saturday. So
and who are they playing in the playoffs?
It's undecided yet, because they can still swap round.
Right, we'll have to wait and see.
Botsford Town or someone like that.
Yeah, where's that?
We'll see. Come on now, get me Google Maps out for that. A big late season surge as well for Stocksbridge Park Steels. They've won 8 games on the spin. They're in the playoffs as well. Play against Chase Town, I think, at some point next week. Keep you updated on the programme with that. Sheffield FC finished their season away from home at Witton Albion, and the ladies, they've got Watford away from home on Sunday. Sheffield Eagles, they go into their week off with 2 consecutive wins under their belt. Thumping wins they were 2 over Dewsbury Rams and Rochdale Hornets. And the Sheffield Sharks, they play against Worcester and Newcastle. Newcastle's the one at home on Sunday if you want to see some basketball. Last regular game before the playoffs for them. And of course, World Snooker Championship in full swing already. Do go down and soak up the atmosphere. It's great.
Yeah, I know you were there doing the Uden Trophy draw yesterday.
Yeah, it's great.
Were
I mean, the atmosphere is so good, and everyone's, they've got the table there, and obviously the BBC snooker team there, and it's good sort of atmosphere. Going soaking it up, and people sat having a drink and a bite to eat all day. I got there at 9 o'clock in the morning. There's people having a bacon sandwich, and I didn't stay all day. But even at that time, I was like, I expected it to be quiet, and there's people milling around. It's great atmosphere. So.
Guess who we've got next week, among others?
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
No.
I don't know. Go on.
I think if he reads my tweets, I don't think he'll be coming in.
Ronaldo?
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? The two Ronnies.
Well, that's what you're going to follow it up with.
Brilliant. That's it. Showstopper next week. No better than that. Ryan Hindley.
No, very good. Very good.
Brian Hindley, manager of Hallam. We hope he's going to not be in tears because he'll have lost. Well, that's positive. He's going to win that playoff game away,
and he'll be happy,
and he'll be looking ahead to the promotion decider at the weekend, and possibly Jazz Colliver of Sheffield FC as well. Do you follow the we've got such a big football scene here. two non-league clubs, well, several
non-league teams,
non-league clubs.
Would you say as well back home in Portugal? When you're growing up, I know you've got a lot of feeder teams, haven't you, and sort of local teams. The non-league scene or the lower league scene, compare that to over here. It's nothing, there's so much bigger here, isn't it?
No, here every type of leagues here is much bigger than Portugal, to be fair, because even League One, League Two, Championship is huge compared to Portugal. In Portugal is all about the Premier League.
Yeah.
All about the Premier League is where is the focus, the TV, the media, all the really, really strong is there the Premier League, and then here is
more
from
depth.
every
More depth.
It's beautiful. Here is beautiful.
yeah.
Without a shadow, is everybody's all the leagues, all kind of sports is amazing.
Do you, Keith, still enjoy it as much as you ever did? A lot of players don't like watching it, or some of them.
Well, I follow Sheffield United, don't I? So I don't. If I'm being perfectly honest, I think the Championship's the best league at Walthall.
Right.
I think it's very unpredictable. I think the Premiership is predictable. Same teams at the top, same teams at the bottom. You
Apart
can guess
from
where.
Leicester City.
Well, yeah, that was a one-off. That was a one-off. They've now got back down to normal. So it's what you watch. Do I like watching it? Not as much as I like watching golf. But I love following Sheffield United. I like to have a bit of interest in there. If Leeds come on, Hull City, my old teams, and it sparks a bit of interest there. But if I'm being honest, Chelsea playing Man United, no, I'm not too bothered.
You're not that bothered. But you've seen Sheffield United all season. How much a difference does it make to you when you're watching the kind of football you've seen this year and the results?
It makes my little job a lot easier. It's all nice and positive. I like to see good things. I appreciate good football going forward, not just tipping it about at the back. That drives me up the wall. And we haven't done that. I'll sit back and thoroughly enjoy it. And it just makes life a little bit easier because you're seeing all the positives with players. If you see players, for example, Coots, I was fairly critical of him when he was playing before. You would get 1 game out of 10. And you could see he had all the talent, just needed bringing out, and Chris and Alan have done that. And what a pleasure it is to watch that lad now. And I'm intrigued, really, to see how far he can go and how he's going to adapt to the Championship, because he's a beautiful player. He finds space and he knocks it around and he makes it look so easy, as well as Fleck, and they're a great partnership.
They found the perfect role for Coots, haven't they?
Yes,
just in front of the back line.
And I did ask, I asked Alan, I said, how have you changed him?
This is one of the midfielders in my head, because when he was a League One, he was at Preston.
Yes.
And I didn't know his name before.
Right.
I didn't know when we play Wednesday, Preston against Wednesday in League One, and this was the midfield give me more the difficulty, more problems on the football pitch, and I didn't forget him anymore. And we play against him again, and after I play Sheffield Wednesday against Derby, he was at Derby, And when he signed for United, I said, this is a great signing for sure. And
That's interesting. The raw ability is there. What's
Yeah.
changed it then, Chris? Keith, apart from the role that he's playing, is it the management?
Yeah, honestly, I do. I think it is. I think they just put an arm around him, told him what he can do and what he can't do. I think he felt comfortable with the whole situation, and he's just responded in a major way. He really has done himself a huge favour. I think what you've got to say that he's gotten a partnership. I touched on partnerships, didn't I? When you play up front, you need somebody with the same understanding. Well, he's got that in midfield with Fleck. Yeah. And he's had a fantastic season as well. So
he had a slow start, but
yeah, he was left out the side, didn't sulk, but then come back, and Chris predicted that as well. Yeah. So it's just how you respond to something like that. So
praise from Keith Edwards always means something, because if you don't know, those who listen to Radio Sheffield regularly will know he's not afraid of.
That's what he thinks. That's
having
what he
a
paid
go,
to do,
right?
isn't it?
when I have to go to places like Bury, Rochdale, what have you, I'm not in the best of moods. So if they don't play very well, they cop it.
Yes.
It's as simple as that. I get a little bit bored. I like to watch good football, and I'm really looking forward to Coots versus this young man next season when they don't go in the playoffs. I'm only kidding. Different direction. He keeps telling me different direction. I'm not quite sure.
Coots giving you problems. Leon Clark as well. Now, to me, I wrote a column about this in the Sheffield Telegraph this week. What a brilliant piece of man management to get this out of Leon Clark, because I thought he was drifting. He
away. Looked as if he was drifting out of this season. He's had a few problems, to be fair to him. I think he got left out the side. Didn't start particularly well with Billy up front, but he's knuckled down, done the work. I mean, he's had 17 clubs. That's more than one a season.
I know.
It's amazing, isn't it? I think it's credit to this young man to stay there all the time, and I love to see that, because players like to move today, and it's quite refreshing seeing somebody
staying a long time.
Yeah, and credit to him. So I hope it works out for you in that respect. But Billy Clark's just being pulled back into the side just at the last minute, scored wonderful goals, and really looks the part. And we must be looking at that, and I'm thinking, is he the player for the Championship?
He's done it in the Championship.
Giving Chris a nice problem.
Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday and Wolves, he scored quite a few. It's like a party political, this. He's talked for so long. I've got to give Jose Semedo the final minute or so, because I'm trying to get there.
Okay.
He's got a meter here. I'm trying to make it absolutely level. I've got people out there saying, talk to him. So, at this time of the year, they talk about squeaky bum time. Have you heard that expression?
No.
You never heard that expression?
Oh, wow.
Ever? Do you know what we mean?
Well, you're using this minute really well, Alan.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, this is like this is educational stuff.
You're supposed to be a bag of nerves. But you don't look a bag of nerves.
No, we are not. You mean if...
You're supposed to be a bit on edge and tense.
No, we are happy. We are happy, and we are enjoying this moment. This is what is worth in football, It's not relaxing. No, we like this moment, this difficult moment. It's difficult to get in the playoff. It's difficult to win the playoff final. We love it. This is why we are the footballers. We like to be on the edge. We like the difficulty of the game, and we love it. And everybody's excited. Whole city, wherever I go, people from Wednesday happy, United happy because they get promotion. Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
If I looked as well as him, I wouldn't feel very nervous either.
Not as nervous as you do over there. The captain of Lees Hall Golf Club. Let me repeat that. Are they going to be happy with those mentions? Don't forget that big charity event on September the 15th. Am I right?
Bluebell Wood is the charity.
Bluebell Wood Hospice. It remains for me to thank Keith Edwards, Jose Semedo. It's been brilliant that you could both come into the studio again.
Cheers, lads.
And that you can make it as well, James. James Gregg, been in more than anybody. 11 p.m. repeat on my YouTube channel later. More guests next week. See you then. Bye.